Hi, it's Nick at S Valley Dog Training. I'm Midlothian's dog reactivity specialist. So this is your next video in your leash walking. So you've already watched the introduction video. You've already worked hard at the stage 1 video with the random movements about. You've then moved on to the straight line, one step at a time. So this next stage for your loose leash walking, you're basically going to do exactly the same as the previous stage, walking forward in a straight line. The difference here is you're going to take a random number of steps between treats. So in the previous stage, it was one step, one step, one step. In this stage, you're going to wait in the eye contact, mark it with good, drop a treat, and then you're going to take a random, and it's important it's random, number of steps forward between 1 and 5. So it may be 1 step, 3 steps, 1 step, 2 steps, 1 step, 5 steps. So typically start off between 1 and 5, build it up to between 1 and 10, and then build it up to between 1 and 15. Okay, it's dead important that every now and again and fairly frequently you just do 1 step, 1 step, 1 step again, and then randomize it a random number anywhere between 2 and 15. If it's not going so well, you're stretching your dog too much and you're stretching the steps far too much. So go back to random numbers of steps and a smaller random number of steps, okay? And if you pushed it really too far and it's just all went to pot, which is quite rare, but if that has happened, then go back to loose leash walking stage 1 and rattle through that for another 3 or 4 weeks, okay? And then build it back up again. Remember, with all your loose leash walking stages, start in your house, then your garden, then quiet street, quiet park, busy park, okay? And maybe even introduce a busy town centre at one stage when you're much further on. What I would say with your stages is that you might be able to get up to stage 3, stage 4 or whatever in the house, but you may only be able to do stage 1 in a busy park. So every time you increase the level of distraction, you're going to have to build it back up again. So I'm going to show you that right now with again, same as the previous stage, but a random number of steps between treats. Come on, Breezy. Boop, boop. So wait for eye contact. Yeah. Good. Drop treat. 1, 2 steps forward. Wait for eye contact. Good. Drop treat. 1 step forward. Good. Drop treat. 1, 2, 3 steps forward. Wait in eye contact. Crumbly cheeks again. Good. There we go. I'm going to go the other way for you now again. I'm going to wait in eye contact. Good. Drop treat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait in eye contact. Again, don't worry about where your dog is. We're not using the leash yet. Just waiting on the eye contact. Be patient. Good. Drop treat. 1 step forward. And I'll come back to you one more time. Yeah. Good. 1, 2 steps forward. And wait in eye contact again. Good. 1, 2, 3 steps forward. Now, you'll notice in this stage, she's moving towards me a lot more, regardless of where she is. This is why I don't use a leash in the early stages. Oh, sorry, Kevin, there's your biscuits. Yeah, so there's a wee prize for doing well. I don't use a leash at this stage because I'm not bothered about where the dog is. In the following stages, the dog's going to start moving a lot closer to your side, and this is going to look fantastic. But again, it's that, don't build a mansion house on a bed of sand. Do all the foundation stages first and build up to this stage. So by the time you've completed this stage, you're about 5 or 6 weeks into your training. So you may need to take longer at the stages, that's fine. This is a 6 to 12 week program, 6 weeks bare minimum, bit too quick actually, 12 weeks realistically, but we're doing it for the long term there. So if you've got a 3-year-old dog, your 3-year-old dog might live till it's 14, so you've got another 11 years of living with that dog, thrown in the leash or not. So a couple of months, 2 or 3 months isn't a lot of time to get it right for your dog. And particularly if you've got a reactive dog, you want the dog looking at you and paying attention to you while it's on the leash, so that it's paying less attention to the things it's bothered about. And there's another kind of thing going on here where if it's aware of the scent of another dog, if it's aware of the noise of another dog barking that you may not be aware of, but then looking at you and getting a treat, you're also doing a bit of counter conditioning without realising it. So there's a double benefit to this one. So again, good luck with your training, and please work through the stages before you move on to this stage.